Hey guys, it's Myra. Hope you're all having a great night. I am actually kind of tired. I just got back from the Chicago area. My plane landed at 2 a.m. this morning and I've just had a pretty lazy day. But the trip honestly was worth it, even being tired. I have partnered with the Beyond Driven team and met with some amazing people over the course of this weekend, and we're actually partnered. We're doing a leadership development program, so I will be sharing more with you guys about that in the weeks to come, so definitely please stay tuned to hear more about that. It's uber exciting, and I actually can't wait to share all the scoop and all the goodies. So I have to give you a quick apology because I started to do this broadcast earlier and I had some trouble with my audio visual. Technology is not my friend, so I'm doing it over. If you've watched me on this a little bit earlier, I apologize for the technical difficulties. So here we are again, starting over, starting fresh, and hopefully everything's going really well. Anyway, wanted to talk to you guys tonight about the fourth in my series of How Are You Living? And I wanted to talk about distractions. And basically what distracts us in the everyday decisions that either keep us from being distracted or keep us continuing down that path of distraction. So we all have goals that we set, and how we finish them and what we do to finish those out, and how we're moving forward with that, and how are we distracted or not distracted to get to that final end point. So I heard a story this weekend. It reminded me kind of my own story that I wanted to share with you guys. Many years ago, something that I did was I backpacked up Mount Mitchell. It is the highest mountain in North Carolina. It is 6,683 feet high. And I backpacked up that mountain and back down again. And at the time I didn't know it, but I was pregnant. So my son, who's probably not that excited in being an outdoorsman, other things excite him. Unbeknownst to him, here's news for you, Hunter. You backpacked that mountain with me too. So anyway, it was lots of fun. It was definitely an experience and something that I had never done before. And the story this weekend reminded me of that backpacking trip. And I wanted to share with you guys some things about distractions, because when we, as you go through anything in life, like I said, we set our goals. We want to get to an end point. In my case, it was to get to the top of Mount Mitchell. You start off in the morning, it's dark, it's cold, the trees are thick. How are we going to, make our way up this mountain and get to the peak, get to the summit of that mountain, because it's very dark. So, you might be resourceful and use something like this, a headlamp that, kind of lights your way and allows you to kind of get up to the next steps of that and take you to those next places. And that's a way that we can kind of avoid those distractions and keep going along that path and getting to that end point, to that end goal. Like I said, it's cold. I'm not a morning person, so getting up before 6 a.m., even though everyone else wanted to, was not my top idea, because I'd rather sleep in much later than that if given my choice. Plus, like I said, I was pregnant, even though I didn't know it. I was very tired. So, getting up at this early time in the morning, it's dark, the trees are thick, like I said. You're climbing up this mountain, you're making your way, and as you start to ascend the mountain, it starts to get lighter, and you start to see, parts of that sunrise, and it's gorgeous, it's awesome. The trees have thinned out, and you can start to see parts of the peak, parts of the top of the mountain as you're making your way up. But you're also getting hit by the elements. So like I said, the trees are thin, it's cold, the air's hitting you, and it's breezy, and you're shivering and you're cold, and you're not quite sure where you're going because you've never done it before. All these different things happen as we ascend the mountain. The air gets thinner, you feel nauseous. That had nothing to do with the pregnancy, because I was not the only one who is nauseous. You're ascending up, you're cold, you're getting hit by all these elements, you don't know where you're going. You get off the path, you're lost. All these things happen to us throughout the course of our days because, life happens. The question is, what decisions are you going to make to do about it? What is distracting you, or what is keeping you from going about your daily course of reaching your end goals and making it up your mountain, your Mount Mitchell? So, you know, what do? Do you keep going? Do you go back down? Do you keep going up? What is your decision? What do you do? There are a lot, you know, the thing that kind of hit home for me is when you get to that point, you feel like you can't go on, but you've made it through the hardest part. So you just have to keep going. And that's kind of the biggest lesson in all of this. To reach your end goals, don't quit. You know, you'll never reach your goal if you quit. So you've got to keep on going. You know, so I'll leave you with this. You know, be resourceful. Keep going, because when you reach that peak and reach the summit, it's such a beautiful sight. So until the next broadcast, I hope you guys keep building fabulous futures and living vibrant lives, and I'll see you next time. Bye.